The 10th annual WWE Hell in a Cell pay-per-view will take place this Sunday in the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas. And this predictions video has taken me a while to put up, but I just have not been interested at all in this show. So it makes sense. I am not looking forward to this show at all. I don't care much for the product WWE is putting out right now. I'm very I'd say to the right word was, I'm just disinterested. I'm disinterested in what they're doing right now with the elder storylines. It's not like everything's terrible. I just don't care for where they're going, who they want to push. They don't push who the fans want. And it's kind of like, you know what? Yeah, I don't want to support you guys much. Just they push whoever they want. They don't care who the fans want to cheer for. And they just do, they love Roman Reigns. They love Charlotte. They don't care. The fans love Braun Strowman. They don't care. The fans love Becky Lynch. And I'm going to talk a lot about Braun Strowman right now. I think that the booking's been bullshit. He's the most over babyface in the company for the last 2 years. He's been awesome as a babyface. He's just been a monster. He's been a destroyer. They've done a great job with him. As bad as WWE booking has been, you cannot say that they have done a bad job with Braun Strowman. Ever since last year and a half ago, when he tipped Roman Reigns over in the ambulance, and before that he threw him off the stretcher off a cliff, which was hilarious. The guy's been awesome. They turned him face because the fans got really into him, and then WWE has botched it. They've decided I should have known. I knew deep down not to get too excited because Vince, he loves Roman Reigns. Roman's the guy, and it's Braun Strowman has to be sacrificed for Roman Reigns because they don't want him to surpass Roman Reigns. They just built up Braun so they can feed him to Roman. I think Braun Strowman's going to be Ryback after this. Remember Ryback in 2012, how over he was? And they had him lose to CM Punk in that stupid match. It's a ridiculous match, and it killed him. This isn't going to kill Braun. Braun's been massively over. He'll be buried after this. They'll have him feud for the Intercontinental title, but he'll never get past that level because they don't want him to surpass Roman because he's awesome. And he'll be a way better star than Roman, but WWE has invested so much. They had Brock Lesnar hold the title for a year and a half just so Roman can beat him. Braun Strowman's being sacrificed for Roman Reigns, and the same thing can be said about Charlotte and Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is not even that over as a babyface anymore. She wasn't cheered heavily last Smackdown. She's being sacrificed for Charlotte. So Braun and Becky both got super over as a babyface, but the company decides to turn them heel because they're not who they want to push. They love Roman. They love Charlotte. So when you go through this card, it was announced New Day's defending their tag team titles against Rusev and Aiden English on the pre-show, so I'm going with the New Day. I don't think this will be an entertaining match, even though no one will be watching because it's the pre-show. The pre-show on the smaller pay-per-views doesn't do too well. New Day retains. I think they're going to have Rusev and Aiden English break up, and maybe Lana might mess it up or something, and Rusev will blame Aiden, but New Day retains. Then on the main card, depending what they start with, let's talk about a mixed tag match, Miz and Maryse against Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella. I got Miz and Maryse winning. I think this feud's going to continue. It will. And another thing I have to say is WWE is trying to hype up 3 pay-per-views in the span of 2 months. Ever since SummerSlam ended, they're hyping up 3 shows. They're hyping up Hell in a Cell, they're hyping up Super Showdown, they're hyping up Evolution. And if you were ranked a 3, this would be 3rd. This is certainly the least important. Even the major Australian show, even though it's at 4 in the morning, on Eastern time, everyone's gonna be asleep on in the West. But the problem is, the thing is, that's a major stadium. It's a giant, 70,000 something seat stadium. It's going to be huge. It's going to be packed. They're hyping the hell out of Triple H, Undertaker. They're having that overshadow all the current stuff. And then the Evolution show, they're going to hype up heavily. If you've seen the card for Evolution, that looks like a piece of shit. I mean, I hope that's a fake card. I posted it several times on my Twitter if you follow me, but God, I hope that card's fake. That better be fake. It looks real, man. I don't know. I can see so much of that stuff happening now. It seems too detailed to be fake. Oh, man, I really hope they change Evolution up. But this is the least important of the 3, so I had to bring that up. But when we go back to Miz and Maryse winning, Miz and Daniel Bryan are facing at Super Show, and I think Brie and Maryse will probably face at the Evolution show. So I think they're just going to keep the heat on the heels. I love getting heat on the Miz right now. They're sacrificing Daniel Bryan to get heat on the Miz. This is typical WWE. Keep building up the heels. Oh, we can get heat. Oh, we can get heat. Then your babyface. It's not over anymore, and Daniel Bryan's return has been lackluster. They'll call it, let's say it is what it is. His return's been lackluster. They've been, it's like all they care about is getting heat. They'll get more heat from Miz and Maryse, and they win. I'm going to say Maryse pins Brie Bella. Raw Tag Team titles, McIntyre and Ziggler against Rollins and Ambrose. Probably could be a match of the night. Wouldn't shock me. Should be a hell of a match. I'm going to go with McIntyre and Ziggler to retain. They just won the tag titles. I don't want to see them lose it so fast. I've never been a big fan of too much hot potatoes, but, they just won the tag titles. I think Rollins and Ambrose will probably get it soon, but I'm going to go with Ziggler and McIntyre to keep it. I think they'll be building up something later for those two when they eventually split up and feud. So I'm going with champs to retain, but I could be wrong on that. I could easily see Ambrose and Rollins winning. Smackdown Women's Championship, Charlotte versus Becky Lynch. So this is one of the two matches that everyone's going to lose their shit over because of the result. Charlotte wins. They're going to have another match for sure at Super Show, and they already announced it, so it won't be. I don't think it can't be too divisive, but this whole thing's done for Charlotte to go over Becky. Charlotte's going to be the future. They have big plans for Charlotte Flair. Turn Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. They're going to keep building it up on every pay-per-view. And don't be surprised if the fans start to turn on that. But that's their plan. Becky is just there so Charlotte can go over her. They're going to build up Charlotte. They want her to be the female Roman Reigns. It's going to be resented, obviously, but that's what they want for Charlotte. Becky is just there. She's not going to get past the number 2 spot on the SmackDown Women's roster. She's not blonde. She doesn't have fake tits. She even said it in that interview when she did that kind of a pipe bomb with that with the podcast she did. She said, I'm not blonde enough. I don't have enough enhancements, and that's exactly true. Becky Lynch is not winning. I'm going to say Charlotte pins her. She just to submit her, she pins her in some kind of roll-up, something like that. She'll pin her, then they'll set up the rematch, and Charlotte will beat her, and then that'll be it for Becky. And they'll just put her back down. They'll kill all her heat. She'll be a dead heel to get other people over, and that's exactly what happened to Becky, and that's exactly what happened to Braun. So yeah, both those matches mirror each other. They both piss me off. You have such over baby faces, now they're being turned heel because the other two baby faces are not over as faces, and they fucking are not over with the fans. So yeah, we have to turn the other two over baby faces heel so we can just feed them to these unover baby faces. That's exactly what's going to happen. Just sacrificing Becky and Braun for these fucking characters who can't get fucking over. Oh, fuck off, Vince. These fucking hand-picked guys. This is why people support All In. This fucking bullshit. Okay, Raw Women's Championship, Ronda Rousey against Alexa Bliss. So we all know Ronda Rousey's going to win. I'm predicting Ronda's going to win. Is this going to be competitive? I'm going to say it is. They did something with Ronda's ribs. I'm going to say Alexa gets something cheap, and she beats down Ronda's ribs, and Ronda Rousey sells for a 5-foot, 100-pound girl. And, we all know she can kill with broken ribs. With all her ribs broken, she can kill this girl. But that's how they're going to do it. They might have Alicia Fox and Mickie James get involved, and maybe Natalya, thwarts them off. But they'll have Ronda sell for Alexa for a while. This won't be a squash. It'll still be a Ronda victory. She'll win cleanly, obviously. But they love Alexa. She's their number 2 girl that they've created besides Ronda. Charlotte's number 1 and Alexa's number 2. When they have them on separate rosters for a reason. Charlotte's their top girl. And then Alexa, when Charlotte's not there, she's the top girl. They love their blondes with the big tits. It is what it is. That's who they want to push. That's who Vince McMahon loves. He loves those bleach blondes. That's who he likes. Carmelo was champ for a while. They loves Lana. Mandy Rose is going to be the top female star. That's what they want. So that's all they care about. So they're not going to bury Alexa. They love her so much. But, Ronda's going to win. There's no chance Alexa actually wins. But it won't be a squash. No way. WWE Championship, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Borefest. I'm bored with this segment. This whole Wendy thing and Joe talking about AJ's daughter, Annie. I'm just so bored of it. I'm just rolling my eyes now. It was good the first time. Now it's getting just annoying. AJ wins. I think they're having another match at a Super Showdown. So Joe won the first match at SummerSlam by DQ. I can't see him doing another finish, but then again, it's WWE they could. Hey, why would I say? Look what they did with AJ and Nakamura. If they did that with AJ and Nakamura, they can do that with AJ and Joe too, to drag this thing out. That's what they fucking do. If all these stupid finishes, they drag feuds out, and then the final match, no one cares anymore. That's what's gonna happen here. But AJ wins. I think it'll be like Charlotte and Becky. It'll be a victory. It'll be a clean one, but it won't be like he beats him cleanly. It'll be some kind of roll up. I'm going to say Joe has a coquina clutch and AJ pins him. Like, he rolls over him, kind of like, they've done that whole spot where, AJ is in the submission. He kicks up the ropes and he lands on top of Joe and he pins him. I'm going to say that's the finish. So AJ retains the title, and they'll set up the final match at the Australia show. And then the two Hell in a Cell matches, you have Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy. I'm going with Randy Orton, but the big question is, Jeff Hardy, is he going to do a big dive? WWE has been more lenient with dives from the top of the cell, those big crazy dives. Look what they've done recently. Had Shane McMahon do that crazy jump at WrestleMania 2.5 years ago. They had him do it again last year against Kevin Owens in Hell in a Cell. He did that exact same jump twice. And then recently they also had Kevin Owens do the big dive, this time from his top of a steel cage at Braun Strowman at Extreme Rules. So they do these big dives. I'm going to say they let Jeff do it. I'm saying Jeff does something crazy. It will be insanity. He'll do the big dive, but what happens is he screws up, He does a swanton bomb maybe from the top of the Hell in a Cell through an announce table, but it fucks up. Orton moves out of the way, and Orton gets the pin. So Randy Orton beats Jeff Hardy. This could be Jeff Hardy's last match. Could be his last match. We never know. This is on his bucket list. I'm happy for the guy. He's getting his wish. I just hope Jeff Hardy does not die. But knowing Jeff Hardy, he's probably going to die, and he'll somehow survive. He'll come back to life. That's what this guy's going to do. But I'm going with Orton. And this whole thing, no one really cares much if Orton's going to win. It's like, what the hell is Jeff Hardy going to... What does he have planned? God help us. Oh, God. Please don't die, Jeff. So, main event, Hell in a Cell, Mick Foley, special guest referee, Reigns and Strowman for Universal title. Reigns wins. Let's say it there. I think it'll be clean. I don't even think Foley will take a bump. Some people think the Shield will interfere. I don't think that. I think it's a clean win. Michael Cole, Roman Reigns slays the beast. Well, he sounds constipated. That's what's going to happen as the show goes off the air. It is what it is. As I said, you have two super over babyfaces, Braun and Becky, just being sacrificed. But, this is just going to end with Reigns pinning Strowman cleanly. And I have to say, this fucking poster sucks. That's a shitty poster. It's one of the dumbest fucking posters I've ever seen. The fucking poster they have for Hell in a Cell with Reigns and Strowman. But that's not anything worth getting mad about. I guess when it's Reigns beating Lesnar, no one really cares that much. When it's Strowman, the guy's really over. Just really sucks. But, it is what it is. They're going to push who they want. They love Roman Reigns. They're just going to sacrifice Strowman. So, it's no interest really at all in the show. It's just kind of there.